Hello guys, welcome back on to hour 2 of... Still haven't looked up the week yet, so I'll work on that next hour. Steven, or not Steven, Neil, what's going on?
Oh, man.
I know, look, hey, it's even worse when you call Adam Steven and they're both on the same show, so don't worry about it, Neil.
No, that's more understandable, because they're on the same show. Steven's never been here.
I did, one... Look, fuck you, Neil, all right?
JP has so many DMs flying out his face, he sometimes loses
Yeah,
track.
man. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So, she embarrassingly, starts to hike up her dress after insisting that the guards at least leave the room, and tries to hide as much as possible. Yeah, you run upstairs. Tariq, you heard the commotion upstairs.
Yeah, I'll go up there too.
Cool. So everyone's up there more or less. The girl,
I'm up there, though. You know what I mean? I'm up there.
Mid-bathroom experience, having stopped, choked things off halfway through, hikes up her dress and has these 2 deep fang marks on her inner thigh, up near the groin.
It is a vampire. We have a thigh-biting vampire.
I knew it. Zesty Zanzel's the smartest man in the land.
Madam,
I'm just like looking
whose
around.
mouth has been near your vagina?
She tries to slap you in the face, but is so just overcome with emotion and everything that it's more of a, you dirty man, you! How dare you!
No, listen. There's many things that I am, but I'm quite clean and very good at the thigh. But answer the question. Do you know of a man that's been around your vagina?
No, I've already answered the questions that, what's his name?
Danzel.
The old man asked me.
No,
Yes,
I have not
That's the
been.
old man.
I've not been. Yes, nope, that's not me. Not been there.
Did it just happen?
That would be really weird, Leia.
Oh my God, it's poop vampires.
Invisible vampire
It's the
going
Golgotha
her
shit
blood while
woman.
he's going to the bathroom.
Mist thing. You said the mist thing, so I was gonna look around the room. I don't know.
No.
All right.
I just noticed it now, though.
I stand up.
You guys
I
look at it.
remove
It looks like
myself
an
my thigh.
old wound. It's clearly healed over. That it's not dripping.
Okay. We need to find someone that doesn't come out at night. Have we encountered what's his name and his boy during the day? We've seen him during the day, I think, right?
Yeah. Reptar.
What if we just go around the village throwing water at people?
We have not seen the grave digger out during the day. Have
You
we?
met him during the first time during the day.
God
You've seen
damn
him
it,
out during the
Neil.
day many times.
And
Have we
Richter?
all heard the description of the person that she said? Has that been told to everyone?
That has not been told. Zanzel's the only one privy to that.
I'm like thinking about this now, and I say that description. So.
Zanzel's the only one privy to the description.
I'm just
Yeah, he
over here
does.
in the corner thinking to myself. Who could
Thanks,
it be?
JP.
And I keep the information 100% to myself. And I go and ask the Duke if he knows anyone by that description, and perhaps the party overhears me.
He kind of shakes his head slowly and says, No one of importance that comes to my mind, but I'm sure I've passed villagers in the street like that.
Do we know why the docks were closed, by the way? Did he
Yeah,
ever...
he closed them.
I know,
Yeah.
but he did. We never asked him about that or tell us.
You have not asked him.
What if we just go around the village with her and try to identify
No.
the guy?
It would take
It's
way
this
too
house.
long.
It should be a servant at this house or something. Why
Perhaps.
does she continue to come to this house?
I look at Lady Morrowhammer and ask her, unless she's not in the room. Is she in the room, or is she near us?
She is outside of the room with the guards.
I go and very seriously and sternly ask her if she knows of any ongoings in this house that are perhaps suspect to what a vampire would be doing, and describe those actions or routines to her. Perhaps of her servants, of anyone that she has dealings
So wait,
with.
do you say like any vampiric sorts of things, or are you just
I
describing?
say, I
vampiric
say
actions?
no. I say vampiric to her.
Vampires? Do you really suspect such a thing?
All the clues are here. They all point to that.
No, that would be impossible. If it was a vampire, it would be feeding on people. Wouldn't we all be dead?
They don't have to feed. Perhaps we don't know. There's poorer parts of town, I'm sure you guys don't care for or look after. Very easily for someone to have people disappear if they're not wanted.
I know of nothing strange in this house aside from this daft woman appearing every now and then. No offense, my lord, but your daughter is a bit strange these days.
Are all of your servants accounted for?
Oh god, I forget what I named her, but she names the servant downstairs that you guys already dealt with, and a couple of the others, and goes, I think it's so and so's day off today. The others are here and downstairs. So and so is actually his name.
Can you call them all out outside to just make sure? Call it roll call. Just take attendance.
She nods and goes downstairs and calls out the servants, and they all come outside. You can see it from the window.
And they're all standing there just fine in the sun.
Yeah, the three of them. There's one of them. So and so it's his day off, so he's not around. He's out in the town.
If it's none of them, what if we just camp, like, basically the surroundings and wait for the guy to come back?
By surroundings, you mean the town?
The surroundings of the room of the girl. Like, if we hide in bushes, we wait for him to come.
I go over to Leah. I say, and I whisper so that the non-party people can't hear. Your idea is not that bad. What do you say you invisibly stay with the girl in a room, perhaps?
We could all invisibly stay in the room.
I don't think all of us need to do that.
What do you think I'm gonna do if I see the guy alone?
Just see him. Tell us who it is, and then I'll kill him. Oh god, I'll kill him. I'll kill him out of boredom. I'll fucking burn him down as hard as I can. I'm gonna make it interesting, Leah. Can you do that for us? And then we'll try to continue to investigate?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Neil, would I know if the vampires have some way of detecting invisibility?
You do not know.
It's not like you'll be displaced, Jen. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, honestly, you know.
Dying.
I know. That was the joke. Displaced.
Yeah.
Displaced or beast. Okay. You say this person's out on the town. What's the description of this servant?
Well, so-and-so is an older gentleman, white beard, white hair, has a little bit of a hunch, sometimes walks with a cane, but tries not to let me notice. I see it, though, from time to time. He's been with me my entire life. He must be a decade older than me.
My God. What was that description, Zanzel, that I almost barely heard you say?
Blah, 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 blah.
Was it dark hair?
It was.
Neil?
There was.
Yes, it was black hair.
God damn it, Neil.
He's also out in the daylight. So.
Yeah, well, it could be a daywalker. Okay, Wesley Snipes, thank you very much.
It's true.
Never forget.
Might be the origin story.
It was made real. It's codified once it's made into a movie. Yes, I think the Leah approach will work. I'll fill you guys in a minute. This house, though, why this house? Why is she brought to this house? If it's not a servant,
Perhaps
Lady Marahammer, where's your husband?
He's dead. I'm a widow.
When did he die?
30 years ago.
What did he look like?
She takes you to a portrait of him. He is a handsome man in the picture. He has kind of darkish, brownish, blackish hair. He's got a long... It's not a goatee. It's too long to be a goatee, but just like if you extend a goatee down, I don't know what this is called in beard terminology. I'm going to call it an icicle for the meantime.
It's called the Egyptian is what
the
it's
Egyptian.
called.
Oh, yeah, he's got the Egyptian going on. He's got hazel eyes and is dressed very nicely.
Does he have fangs in the photo or no? No fangs?
Does he what?
Are there fangs in the photo when he's smiling?
There's no fangs, and it's not a photo. It's a painting.
Lady
I thought
Marahammer.
it could have been photoshopped. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Had I been
totally.
born a woman, this portrait would set my loins on fire. But as I am a man, I can remark that you had a very handsome husband. Is
Yes,
he by
was
chance buried in the town,
He's
graveyard?
buried up on the hill in the cemetery by the sea. There are 2 cemeteries in town.
Does he have a mausoleum, or is he just a grave?
She starts to look at you. I think I know what you're getting at, and I don't like it. we have a plot for the family there.
Okay. Thank you for answering the question. And I think I know what you think I'm getting at, and I like it. We're just trying to solve this problem, ma'am. You have to understand. Your house is somehow connected to this. You realize that. She's appeared twice, once in your pantry and once in your basement. Neither have made sense, and you've given very little answer in terms of why. You say, kids get in. But that doesn't make sense.
If you wish to inspect my husband's tomb, I can take you there myself. The mausoleum has sent 10 generations of our family.
I would appreciate that. We shall do that tonight if that's okay with you.
We should go during the day just in
Yeah, we
case.
should go during the day.
We can do it during the day if that's okay with you.
I shall gather my things together.
Very good. Leah,
Hmm?
yeah, come here, please. And I say,
Yeah.
maybe you should start the invisible thing
Well,
now.
I mean, it's daytime right now. I don't see
I know.
why.
I want you to gather information. You're a master spy, remember?
Well, how do you expect me to come in if there's nobody opening up the door for me?
I just want you to be with the girl all day, all night. I would do it if I could, but people would eventually find out that I'm a hell of a sexer, and it
Well,
wouldn't
can
be...
I just go when the sun sets?
Well, I'm just saying,
I mean,
Look,
if you guys run into some trouble,
you'll be
now
of no
I
help.
won't be there. Yeah. Well, I would have been of help, but now I wouldn't be.
I know. We can handle it. You
And I'm not
shadow
even
us.
sure if the vampire wouldn't see me after all.
Look, this is my idea. If you have a better one, go for it. But right now, your idea is you just want to be around to help if we get into a fight where you don't really help, right? So if you have a
look
better idea,
quite
please
annoyed
tell
at
me.
this. I'm like, I'm done. I'm following you guys.
So you just kind of like you. Okay.
Yep. My character is telling me that she's gonna be following you guys.
Excellent.
Do any? I don't hear this conversation, right? This is private.
I'm trying to keep it private, but
Yeah.
if she's like arguing and getting louder, I guess, then you might have heard that part.
I mean, I would just say it sounded civil, so no.
Okay.
Unless you share it with us, but
So you guys head off
Jenny
to the
can say out
mausoleum.
loud. She said it. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
yeah, we go to the
Okay.
mausoleum.
She takes you to the mausoleum. There are torches provided, like there's a stack of torches to be lit because people visit their dead family members in this time period. It's a fairly large building with massive pillars surrounding it, made out of white marble, with two massive steel doors that open and close. Looks very fancy and must have cost a fortune to make. Descending the stairs, the guards in front of you have the torches lit. The Lord Duke of the town is coming with you, so it's the four of you, Morrowhammer, the Lord Duke. So that's 6 plus.
Is Delilah coming?
No, Delilah's Delilah is being escorted back to the Duke's house by half of his guards. The other half are coming with you, and staying outside.
If I see that, do I see Delilah not with us as we're leaving or something like that? Like, does it happen at the
Yeah,
same
I mean,
time?
you overhear the Duke telling.
I
some
tell
of his
the
guards to
Duke,
take
and I'm
her home.
like, it would be best if she came with us, or one of us goes with her. It would be best if she's around us. Last
if you
time she was
insist.
lost or left alone, she was lost to us.
Okay. All the guards and the girl come with you. Do you ask that she comes inside the tomb?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. In this case, it is the four of you, Morrowhammer, the Duke, his daughter, and he will bring 4 guards with them. So that's a lot of people.
Okay.
6.
Do we all fit?
7. Yeah, it's 11 people going down into this tomb. The 4 guards are all bearing torches, so there's plenty of light. One of them leads the way. The other 3 take up the rear.
Okay. We descend. Is there a descent, or is it just...
Yeah, there's a spiral staircase that goes down for about 2 stories, and then it comes out into this long hall that opens into a very big room at the end. In the big room at the end, there are lots of little cubbies, long cubbies, where there's tons and tons of corpses, and I'm not sure what the technical term is, but it's one of those big long stone slabs where we would put a freshly dead body while people come to grieve, and then it's
Altar?
later entombed in the wall.
I think it's...
Kind of like an altar.
I know what you're saying. Anyways, is that where he
briar?
was placed or something?
No. He's tucked into the wall somewhere, and Lady Morrowhammer comes up and like lovingly strokes the hair of this body and like pulls out the tray that he's resting on, and he's like this, he's been dead for 30 years. There's and she strokes his head and says, "Oh, my dear Harold, I'm so sorry."
I kind of just peruse around looking for any signs of anything. People, I'm just looking around.
Yeah. Well, it's a fancy ass place. There are all sorts of like gold tapestries hanging around and vases and that have smelling salts and incense in them. It's well furnished. You contemplate, if you have like a couple hours alone in this place with some tools, you could make a killing just looting this tomb. These guys
Is that
are
a
all
graveyard
dressed
joke?
nicely. It wasn't,
Okay.
but it is now.
It is now. Madam, it would appear your husband is not a vampire. He's dead.
I know.
He's a handsome devil, though. Thank you for your cooperation, and I know that we've embarrassed you, and yet you've still maintained that you're helping. It's just the connection with your house. I don't get it. And you say all your servants are accounted for. The one that's gone is out in the middle of daylight. I'm not very smart. I have no ideas.
How did your husband die? Old age?
No. He was only in his 30s when he died, maybe 40s. He contracted the plague during the last plague that came through town.
Plague. Yeah, that one tore through.
Yes. He got all red and splotchy.
Are the Duke and Delilah doing anything in particular, or are they just kind of...
The Duke is kind of keeping his arm around his daughter the whole time, and they're standing off to the side watching.
Well, I think the case is run cold.
Yet another dead end.
Get it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Do you have an idea, Leah?
Yeah, but I can't do it
Almost?
today, so
Okay.
I would need to sleep on it.
After a few minutes of standing the tomb, the Duke says, "Well, we've done what we can for the day. It is getting towards dark. Come, I will treat the four of you to supper at my house. I would ask that you take watch over my daughter tonight to make sure that nothing further happens."
Absolutely.
Will do.
The honor.
Sounds good.
Okay. Lady Morrowhammer goes back to her place. Some guards get escorted there, and everyone else heads back to the Duke's house. As you approach the house, the sun is setting, and servants are already working on dinner.
As we approach, Neil,
yeah,
an idea dawns on Victorian. I ride closer to his father and say, "Do I remember correctly that your daughter was certain that she was in love with someone, but we don't know who?"
That's what she seemed to say.
I propose, I want you to keep an open mind with me on this.
Yes.
Tonight, I act as her new love. We are madly engaged together. We're very interested, very flirty. On the day, I take her out on the town, and I show her the finest restaurant, and I dote on her as a lover would, to perhaps gain the attention of the one that would try to do this through nefarious means.
Yes. If you took her out tomorrow morning and afternoon, that might spread rumors about town. Perhaps tomorrow evening would be even better, when this foul creature of the night might be around.
Not a bad idea. If
Very
you could,
clever idea, Sir Victorian.
ask her to come on board, please. As you can tell, I'm a remarkably handsome man, and it shouldn't be too much to ask.
Did I
but
hear that?
That's a bit of a push. I wouldn't necessarily call you remarkably handsome.
I understand, but it's all based... It's getting dark out. My shadow is much better earlier in the evening. My skin complexion works that way.
Yes. I'll ask her before dinner.
Very good.
Did I hear that?
I think this was in private.
Is this a private conversation, or is this loud enough that anyone can hear?
I rode next to him and said it to him. I didn't whisper, but it's up to you guys.
Give me
to
a
determine.
perception check, Jen. 28 is the number to hit to hear it.
You have 16.
No, you do not hear this conversation.
This
Too
conversation
bad.
went 4 inches from your face, just right there.
Yep. Okay. Dinner is served, and as the Duke comes to sit down at dinner, he gives Victarion like a appropriate nod.
Make my way over to sit next to her,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, "Are you quite okay with what we're about to do?"
My father assures me that you are a skilled swordsman, spearman,
Yes. In multiple
and
ways.
that there will be other men about to protect us.
I will keep you safe. This I promise you. But did he tell you the part where we're supposed to act like we're in love together?
Yes, tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
But if you don't mind to create the allure, tonight I shall sit next to you. I would like to converse with you, treat you as a lady is to be treated, and if you could find my jokes just a little bit more funny.
If you could be a little less rude and scandalous and boorish, then yes.
You're still talking about the bloody thigh poop incident we had. Is that what you're saying?
Among others.
I will do my best if it is to get you safe.
Thank you.
Very good.
And then
So I sit next to her, Neil,
a
and
few
I
moments later, she kind of leans over and whispers, "No one's ever treated me like that before. I kind of like it." And then gets back to her spot.
Okay.
Okay. Dinner is served. Dinner happens. Is there anything you guys want to discuss during dinner? Tariq, you got anything you want to do?
Have we heard the description yet? Zanzel's description.
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe you
thereabouts.
have.
I
Dark
just-
hair, possible facial hair, dark again, handsome man,
I look around the room
older man.
and see if anybody could match that description.
The person who comes closest to it would be the Duke himself. He has dark hair. No facial hair is the issue with the Duke. But he's an older gentleman, fairly handsome. He's a little bit on the heavier side, but if you're charmed, maybe, that's the closest person that comes to it, unless any of you fit the description, which I don't think you
No.
do. No. Zanzel's the only older man here.
Hello.
Zanzel's secretly a
might be
vampire.
Rawr.
That's why you guys can't find it.
Neil, I'm a Victarion is a red-blooded man, so all night he's working the angles. He's trying, not overtly. He's doing what he would think to be the direction a secretly kinky royal girl would want.
Yeah, she remains very, very polite the rest of the dinner and never says anything to that effect, and
Okay.
Plays the part of a princess perfectly, or a lady perfectly.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, as dinner wraps up, lady what's his name, Cathorn, says, or pulls you guys away and says, "If you would please watch over my daughter tonight. Perhaps station one man in the room, the rest outside, or I don't know how you work best."
Oh, I shall protect her from inside the room just fine.
Thank you.
So we're gonna be
that's it.
hiding in the bushes?
What? Why would we hide in the bushes? I don't think.
I don't know. Well, the other is, you said one inside the room. Like, where do the others go?
I mean, it's up to you guys. He was just offering some slight suggestions, but you decide how you want to deploy.
I'm not going outside. I'm not going to go hide in the bushes. I let everyone know that I'll be outside the door or near the door, perhaps in a room close to it, waiting for shrieking. Someone should definitely be outside, and I think it's Tariq, or
Yeah.
someone that can go invisible.
I actually think, like, maybe I should sleep, though. Like, I actually can't... I can't... I mean, I could be invisible,
You
but...
take a rest. You've had a long day of.
Yeah. It would be better if I could sleep if we want to fight the vampire.
So I toss Leah a magazine.
Ah, thanks.
You're
I
welcome.
will use it to fall asleep.
It's called the Dutchman's rudder.
Leia goes to sleep. How do the three of you deploy?
I'm trying to sleep nearby the room of the girl, if possible.
You are given a bedroom next to hers.
Perfect.
I station myself inside the bedroom, of course.
Okay. You're in the bedroom. Tariq?
I am in a bedroom nearby, and I'm laying in my bed, but I'm laying in it with full armor and sword.
Okay. Laying in the feather bed with your plate mail on.
Yep.
Okay. Are you
Neil,
sleeping or are you
question.
just laying in bed?
Nope.
Sharpening your sword.
Neil,
I'm sharpening
Got
my
it.
sword. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
is the kind of mist that vampires get into when they're trying to like evade or whatever, is it visible to us?
You don't know about this mist.
I don't.
Zanzel knows, but you don't.
I thought that I rolled for it and I got like freaking.
No, that was about
35.
That was about polymorphing creatures. You rolled to see if
Oh.
you know which creatures can take which have natural charming abilities and can polymorph.
Oh, okay. Can I roll again to know about vampires or no?
Yeah, I guess you never did make a vampire check, knowledge check. Go for it.
29.
29. You would know that vampires are not seen in mirrors, cannot cross running water, or be submerged in it. If they're submerged in it for a few minutes, they die. You would know that they are strongly regenerating creatures, and that's about it. Oh, you also know that they move silently.
Hmm. So I wouldn't know if detect phase would help me or not.
I don't even know what detect phase does, other than detecting phases, but I don't know what sort of phase you're talking about.
Creatures or objects that are phased. That is in the border ethereal plane. I guess that's not it.
No, that is not it whatsoever.
I have no idea what the spell is useful for, but whatever. Sure.
There could be like invisible things, I guess, probably.
You just get all the detect spells. You're a diviner by nature. You get all the detect spells, even the
Yeah.
ones that are very rarely useful. Okay, so nighttime comes, and hold on, figuring out NPC actions during nighttime.
And also, Neil, let me know what happens inside that bedroom too. If there's like a little bit of the Whitney Houston, the bodyguard kind of thing going on, I'm
Wait,
okay with
Zanza,
it.
where are you stationed?
Is there another room in where Tariq is staying?
I mean,
Or sorry,
there's,
another bed?
no, there's one. It's a huge bed in the room that Tariq's in. You could easily fit 4 people in there.
I sleep in the same bed as Tariq.
Do you still sharpen your sword, Tariq?
I mean, I can't go into combat with a dull blade.
All right. Okay. That makes sense. Got to take that edge off. I mean, put that edge on.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bap, 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 bap.
He's like, "What are you doing?" You can hear it. I've got the chainmail on. It's old plate mail. Like, I can hear you
Clank,
swinging.
clank, 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 clank,
Yep.
clank.
Then when you finish, I'm just like, zesty.
He crawls back into the vent from where he was watching you.
Okay.
Oh my God.
A couple of hours after dinner, it's approaching midnight now. Lady Morrowhammer shows up at the door. You hear about this later when the Duke comes to knocks on the doors and if you're not Jen, you're already asleep. Make me a perception check at -5 to see if you wake
Yeah.
up. Nope, you sleep through the knocking on the door. But everyone else, there's a knock on your door, and the Duke comes in and gathers you all in the girl's bedroom.
Okay.
And says, the Lady Morrowhammer has come. She said that one of her servants found something unusual in one of her parlors and asked that I send you guys to investigate it. It might be a clue.
Perhaps she's trying to distance us from young Delilah.
I think she's proven herself to be as helpful as possible.
Do you believe so? Leah, would you want to stay here and watch, or shall I stay and watch the girl?
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, Leia's not even here. She's still
Leia's
asleep.
literally asleep.
Oh, she did not hear the knock?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did not wake up from it.
Hang on, let me go get Leah. I don't kick in the door, but I pound on it.
Bam, bam, bam. You wake up.
Oh, hi. So I didn't
having
get
a
any new
meeting.
spells?
Nope, you've been asleep for 2 hours.
Oh, damn it.
We're having a meeting. Come with us, please. You need to be a part of this.
Alright. I look grumpy.
Put some clothes
Maybe-
on, by the way. Your body looks fantastic, but you shouldn't go in there naked.
Okay.
You relay the information to Leia, and everyone's caught up, and
Yeah, we
Yes.
go. We go.
all
Well,
four
someone
of
has to
you
stay
go?
back, right? Zanzel, I think what you said is correct. So who should stay back? I'll tell you what. I'll put it to you guys. I won't make the choice.
Doesn't matter to me. We just need to go. No one wants
don't-
to. I'll stay here.
Drake,
Why don't we just
Leah,
take her-
participate.
Why don't we just take her with us?
That sounds silly.
It's a good point,
That
though.
way
She
we
could
don't
just
have to
come.
split up.
Duke,
Well, we'd
do
be
you mind?
walking her into danger is the problem, and I don't think the father would
And-
want that.
Well, we'll be there to protect her. I mean, if this super powerful dude, vampire, gets us when the party's split, we could all be in danger.
It's true.
Yeah.
I lean into Victoria and I'm just like, I don't care if she lives or dies.
Zanzel, you've become kind of evil a little bit.